Hey, welcome to the episode of Taylor Complaints Comedy Podcast. Me, your host, Taylor Perez. It has been 7 weeks since we recorded an episode. I've been on break. Your boy's been on vacation. I don't know. So, I don't know if you call it a vacation, okay? We've switched to bottled water in a plastic fucking bottle because, dude, I'm gonna be real with you guys. I don't know what's going on here, but the mouthpiece of this, okay. So I have this guy, right? But the mouthpiece smells like an orphan's mouth. It's gross. It just, I know. Why don't you wash? Shut up, dude. Why don't you wash it? Why don't you come here and wash? It just, like, it doesn't smell like halitosis. It doesn't smell like bad breath, okay? It's got this weird chemical smell to it, like an android butt fucked your water bottle. That's right. We're back with the same stupidity that you could ever expect from someone like me. How have you guys been? How was your summer? How are you? Are you taking care of yourselves? Did you say the N word today? Listen, I'll tell you this about the N word. I scream it in my car all the time. But I'm not talking to anybody. Like I'll listen to a song I don't know. I'll listen to some song and I'll be like, nah, it doesn't even belong in the song. And you shouldn't say it, but I don't like being told what I can and can't say. I would never say this to another human being because that's gross. You don't call people that. Just like when I say gay or retarded. You're not retarded because you have, you know what I mean, a lot. You, you would never go up to someone that the word pertained to, and you wouldn't say it to them. Like when I say that's gay, it's like you're gay because you can't do a kickflip. You're not gay because it's not homosexual. There's nothing wrong with homosexuals. We love homo. Who cares? You see them on TV. It's normalized. It's regular. We love homosexuals. But if you can't do a kickflip, you're gay. You know. Yeah, that's just how I see it. Okay, you don't have to agree. Just know that my ignorance doesn't come from a hateful place. It's literally just ignorance. It's like you still think you can say that? Of course. But back to the N word, you gotta get it out. You gotta get these words out because you know what I mean? Like we're I can't be told I can't say something. I can't, I can't. I gotta let it down. Like Theo Vaughn says, he writes it down. I yell it in the car when I'm driving, but I yell it straight. You know what I mean? I'm not looking at people driving because it's not about the people. It's not going to a human being. It's me purging myself of this awful sludge that's in my body, vocal sludge in my body. Oh, I should probably time this. We should probably time this. Let's time it. I'm purging myself of this awful sludge in my body that could be hazardous to my job. Oh, got to snort. And we're back from that snorting commercial brought to you by Blue Chew. It'll get your dick hard. If 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 you want to do some graping without the G, Blue Chew. That's why nobody contacts me for sponsors because that's what I would do. I'd be like, you ever hold a person down and you're ready to get it in? And they're like, no, no, stop. And then the nose are getting in the way of your erection. Blue Chew. It'll get you hard through the nose. Through the nose. Is someone crying while you're on top of them? Blue Chew will help you. Blue Chew will help you facilitate that experience. I will never get calls from Blue Chew ever. It feels good to take some time off for the podcast. I always want to give you the best that I can give you. So I'm glad I took a couple weeks off. We've been playing. I played that new Doom game through its entirety, and there's no reason. Like I could have podcasted instead of fucking playing Doom. You know what I mean? I could have done that. I didn't. I didn't. I got a fair pass because I live walking distance of the fair. And I'm like, I'm gonna get a fair pass. You know who goes to the fair? Absolute hooligans who can't afford to go anywhere else. I didn't know that. I was like, oh, $60 for an all you can go fair pass and it lasts a whole month. I'm gonna do that because I'm not doing the podcast right now. Even though this podcast only takes what, like 60 minutes out of like one day a week that I do. We do what, 40 minutes on here? It's 40 minutes on the podcast. And then I edit it. I don't edit it. You guys know I don't edit it. It'd be a lot better. Yeah. I just upload it. It just goes straight into the ether wherever this goes. I've been getting tattoos. I got the back of my neck tattooed for Ozzy Osbourne. He passed away. That sucked. I usually don't give a shit about celebrity deaths. I usually don't care. Usually when people are like, I can't believe this, Philip, I laugh at you when you do that. I laugh. I do. And you know what? Joke's on me because somebody I like died. Got to take my licks. I was like, ah, shit. Ozzy Osbourne's dead. That sucks. I forgot how awkward it is to sit here and stare at my fucking just caveman forehead. You, I can't like every time I look at myself in the mirror, all I hear is lizard, 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 lizard. Like that fucking meme. I'm like that. I look like a lizard. I got scales. Fuck. Listen. I got you. When you look like me, you have to have a good personality, and I don't. I'm so fucking fucked. I'm so screwed. These aren't blips in the audio. I have to snort. The only time of day that I have to snort is when I do this podcast. I haven't snorted like the that shit where you like the phlegm. You just have to propel it further into your brain. You know what I mean? God forbid you go to spit, blow your nose. No, we men we snort because what could make us even more unattractive? I haven't even gotten to the bullet points. I have 80 bullet points that I've been writing material for the podcast. Uh, I'm Googleable. I didn't know this. I had no idea. This is not a flex. I'm just very, very proud. I had You can Google Taylor Complains, the Taylor Complains comedy podcast, Taylor Complain, whatever, and I show up. Dude, I didn't know I don't show up every single time because I tried twice and the second time I couldn't find myself. But the first time, like a whole overview, like you Google a movie and it's like a box and another box, and it's like The Town, Ben Affleck, 19 or 2011, 2012, whenever it came out, and you get to see all this stuff about the film. My podcast comes up and it's all in like chapter form and like it shows where you can find it and like my TikTok and all. Dude, super rad. Speaking of TikTok, we're stuck at 20,000 on Instagram. We're stuck. We're in hell and we can't get out. No one else likes us. It's like 3 followers per day, 5 followers per day, but then I lose 10. I don't know how this happens. I don't know. I don't know how this works. I don't know how to work the system or work the algorithm. I tell dick jokes and I put out my stuff. That's all I do. It works, I think. I don't know. Uh, do I like feet? Oh, dude. I'm having this weird issue. Okay. And I was talking to my friend about this the other day. I'm not a feet guy. Heels, yes. Like you hear the clip clopping of heels, you're like, oh my God, it's a horse. And you look over and it's a lady and like, oh my God, it's a horse. No, I'm just kidding. No, it's usually like, oh, it's feminine energy coming from this direction. And I have to do everything in high power to like look straight. Don't make eye contact. Just shut up. Look straight. She didn't dress like this for you. It's not about you. Don't be a piece of shit. Don't make anybody uncomfortable. Just fucking stare straight. But in the back of my head, it's like if you look, you could beat off to it later. I'm not looking. I'm not doing that. That's not. But I was talking to my friend about this, and I had a foot experience a long time ago. This lady was like, "Hey, I want you to fuck my feet." I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that. I'm like, no, ew. So she puts on this crazy outfit. I'm like, all right, I'll do it. Because I'm a guy. And if you show up in a crazy outfit, no turns into maybe so fast. I don't know how that works. I don't know why we're wired like this, but I fucked those feet. I did. I absolutely did. And the other day, my friend, she had her feet just out. And she's like, hey, does this look weird? And I'm like, erect immediately. I was like, fuck, what's going on? I don't like feet, dude. I do not like feet. Like I'm not like I don't hate them, but they're fine. You know what feet I do hate? I've said this in 100 podcasts. Dude, men in sandals, get the fuck out of my state, dude. Get out of my country. If you're a guy and you wear sandals, you are such a lazy piece of shit. You're gonna take a lady. Here's the deal. You're gonna take a lady out. She's gonna do her hair, do her makeup, like lace up these crazy boots. Do it at the very least. Let's say she doesn't lace up the crazy boots and she's just fucking like goes out. She still takes like an hour on her face, and you slide your feet in those gross brown like fucking strap. Go fuck yourself. Go die in 17 fires. I hope you come back charred. I hope that they arrest you for doing blackface after you get out of that fire because they think you're like, that's, he just chose to be that way. Jail. Insensitive. Blackface, jail. It's insensitive. Can't do it. Is it funny? Yes, but in jail. Uh, but yeah, I really don't. I really don't know what's going on. I didn't expect to have that reaction. I was just like, I didn't tell her. I'm not going to tell her. That's stupid. Why would you? Why? No, I don't want anybody to feel uncomfortable. You only get the dick if you ask. So yeah, I didn't expect that. I really didn't expect that. AI is going crazy. I accidentally jacked off to AI I thought it was a human being. I thought it was an actual human being, and it was AI. I beat off to a computer. I don't know how I did that. Is hentai next? I really hope not. I'm digressing in my age. I really am. As I get older, I'm 38. I'll be 39 in 2 months. And it's just getting worse. I look worse. I don't think I could look worse. And everyone's like, you just say that for compliments. Like, no, because nobody listens to this. And I still am like, I am gross. And I'm perpetuating that stereotype by oversharing all of the horrible things that I've been doing on the break. And I listen, we're not watching feet shit. I'm not watching feet porn. I'm not looking up AI. I Googled, what did I Google? I Googled was it glory hole? No. What was it? Transgender? I don't think it was. I don't, listen, I'll watch a transgender lady, fucking actual lady. I don't care. That's cool because it's two feminine energies meeting. One of them just has like a strap on that's like, it belongs to that. It's like genetic strap on. Whatever I have to say to like not sound gay. Um, that's gay. Oh yeah, we say gay on here now and retarded. So if those aren't two words that you agree with, you should still listen anyway, because I hopefully that, we will reacclimate you. These things are being said more in the wild now. They're becoming more acceptable. Everybody went from being offended by everything to slowly making their way. The pendulum just swung, and it's fine. We're happy about it. I am open to the possibility of new words being said. But we're not calling gay. We're not going to someone and be like, you're gay. That's stupid. Don't do that. You know what I mean? You know what's gay? Tablescapes. That's gay. Went to the fair, saw people doing tablescapes. I was like, this is the gayest thing I've ever seen. Case in point, wasn't homosexual, it's gay. What else? What else do we have here? Oh my God, my coworker called me the F word yesterday. Listen, I did not expect to hear this word from this man. I laughed so hard that I lost feeling in my knees and I had to crisscross applesauce in the middle of the restaurant. Like there were people. I laughed so hard. I had to sit in front of I had to sit in front of like seven tables. I just collapsed and I laughed and I laid on the ground and people were looking at me. I What am I supposed to do? He just said he was just like, I don't know, maybe don't be a I was like, yo, I laughed so hard. And that word's not for everybody. It's for me. I enjoy it. If you want to say it, I'm a safe spot. Go ahead and yell it. Yell it to me at the top of your lungs. I don't care. As long as you're not calling a gay person that. You know what I mean? Because they're cool. I don't have a problem with gays. But dude, he called me the F word and I just immediately was like, I'm not gonna remain, I'm not gonna be able to remain verticality is becoming an issue right now because I'm going to need to sit down on the ground. Okay, I'm sitting down on the ground now and I'm laughing. I don't think I'm going to be able to sit up laying on the ground laughing like a child because I did not expect to hear that from that person. This coworker has now climbed the ranking of people that I like to work with. I've always liked him. He's cool. Sister works there. Other sister just got a job there. Neither of them drive. Fucking weirdos. But listen, the whole family, fine with me because this guy said the F word. And I like it. If his sister found out or ever listened to this, disowned. He would be disowned. But he's my favorite coworker because of that. Thank you, dude. Appreciate you. Trump cleans out all the homeless people in DC. I don't think that's a good thing. I think the administration of this country is such a poor representation of what we have to offer as just we are the greatest fucking country in the world. Great. You can go to the desert and just get a machine gun and just blow the shit out of a blown out car. And that rules. You know what doesn't rule? Throwing immigrants in a fucking cage that's surrounded by alligators and barbed wire and like fences. You know, like when you go to a construction site and it says like construction by like it's the same thing, but there's Mexicans in there. And it's crazy that that's a thing. I don't know how we went to listen, sometimes we got to be serious on this podcast. And I'm telling you right now, someone figured out that Mexicans are allergic to alligators, and I don't like it. You can't even take Claritin for that. You're fucked. That was insensitive. That was. Mexicans don't like reptiles. I don't know. I'm half Mexican. I don't like reptiles, snakes, alligator. I like them from a distance, but I don't want them to surround my apartment so that I can't go to. Actually, I would like that, actually. I feel like if I called into work and I was like, hey, there's fucking alligators surrounding my apartment. I don't know what to do. They'd be like, all right, well, first they'd be like, hey, can you jump? Can you watch that one scene in Indiana Jones and then get to your car and get to work? You can't call in sick. You just can't. In 2025, they know. They just know. They're not going to let you call in sick. Butt fuck you to death when you clock in. But yeah, the immigration shit, like, I don't care. Like, this country was founded on immigrants, and now he's trying to, like, militarize the police and all these different sectors of the United States. I don't agree with that. I don't agree. What, didn't that Kamala lady that I voted for? Listen, I wasn't very excited to vote for Kamala Harris, but I'm not going to vote for Trump. There's no fucking way. But so she said that, hey, that you're gonna be under the thumb of a fascist regime in like 6 months, and it's kind of true. It is kind of true. I mean, dude, we have the biggest pedophile scandal cover up in history. You have a guy that you voted for who ran on the platform of we are going to get to the bottom of this pedophilia. There's guys taking down kids' little pants and just shoving penises in their butts. We're gonna get to the bottom of that. The only bottom they got to was the penis and the butts. That's it. That's the kid's bottom is the only bottom you got to because I don't know who's on the list. I would like to know so I cannot support these people anymore. I don't mean to be such a big champion for this social justice. You know, and I know it's annoying, but we do have. It's one thing that we all can agree on, right? You look at crime, immigration. We both have different stances on it. You're like, they broke the law. They came here. Okay, how about due process? You don't lock them up right from the get go. Like, do they get to have a day in court? How do we know that they're criminals? Because you told me you were just going to lock up the criminals. Being Mexican is not a crime. It's a culture that's probably got the best food and background and the most enriched background you can get from a culture. Mexicans. They used to own fucking the United States of America until we took it from them. I mean, they owned a part of it. So I don't know. They just keep getting a bum deal. I don't like that. Their country keeps shrinking. They had the whole West Coast and now they just have Mexico and then they were coming in and now we're just pushing them out. I don't agree with it. My grandparents were immigrants, but I digress. Trump militarizing the police. I don't like it. Obviously, they're not doing it in California because Gavin Newsom will butt fuck him to death, like just to death. Can you feel that in your throat, Mr. Trump? That's our governor's penis. I just don't agree with anything that he does. And I don't mean to be a contrarian because if there was the tax on tips, that's cool. I like that. That's a good thing. Good thing for Trump. That's a W for the Trump administration. It's only good for $25,000 and what do you do? At the end of the year, you file for it on the end of your taxes and you get whatever you paid on $25,000 in tips, you get that back. So what, 2 grand probably is what you pay on $25,000 in tips in taxes. So what do we have? Ron said the F word. Trump cleans up. Yeah, dude, just give me the files. Give me the files. I want to know who's on the Epstein list. Like, is that taboo to talk about? Like, it's the one thing that we all agree on. Hey, you don't bang kids. It's not good. I'm 38. The lowest I'll go is 28. Maybe 25. 25 is the lowest I'll go. It's 25. But that's kind of gross. That's still like what? 13 years? Yeah, it's 13 years. I'll bang someone 13 years younger than me. That's kind of gross now that I think about it. Oh, I should raise it to 28. I really should. But the 25-year-olds, I mean, you can't even get in there. Two pumps and you're done. It's embarrassing. I should switch to like pregnant moms. You could bang them for hours. You can't even feel anything. Can't even feel anything. Those kids, they did ruin you in so many ways. Financially, genetically, physically for sure. Um, oh yeah. I have another porn story for you. I'm not proud of this. I'm not proud of this. I'm going to tell you this before I tell you the story. I'm not racist. So I was watching this black girl bang a white chick, and it's all pertinent to the story. Okay. It was fine. Okay. She was so hot. And well, she was. She was. Not for the reasons that you think. You better knock it off right now. So I was watching a nice gentleman have sex with this extremely hot blonde girl, and she fucking called him the N word in the middle of this. And listen, I didn't like it. I was like, "What?" I'm like, "That's it." No, they're listening. Maybe they're listening to music. There was no music, none. I was just like, I have to rationalize this because I'm gonna come. I have to rationalize. Eh. I'm like, shit. I'm like, what do I do? And like, we're at the part of like no return. Like you're coming. You know what I mean? Like it's already been a few minutes. It's coming out. There's nothing you can do. I think the two worst things could happen now. First of all, it was only like before you come, like it shows the guy's face, and dude, I get bamboozled by that so much. You'll be jacking off, and it's the dude's face, and you're like, why the 1 minute that I come, it's the dude's face. Now I gotta go fuck. Now I gotta go to work and rape a guy in the closet. What? This is now I'm gay. Now I'm gay for a week because I came to a man, and now I'm ridden with guilt. So that's the first horrible scenario that can happen. The second one I just found out is a lady calling a black guy the N word. It was insane. She didn't have a hood on. She didn't have Doc Martens on. I was like, there's no way she's racist. There's no, that, like, and then I saw the swastika in the background, and I was like, oh, I'm watching the, no, I'm just kidding. There wasn't a swastika in the back. But, she calls him the N word, and I'm jacking off, and I'm coming now. And like for whatever reason, she's saying it over and over again. She's like, "Fuck me." I'm like, "Whoa, stop that! You stop it!" I was like, "Stop! Oh, stop it! Stop it!" It sucked. Is the moral of the story. It sucked. I'll never forget it. It is not my proudest moment. That is what I will name this podcast. It is not, that is not my proudest moment of being alive. It did not, listen, it didn't help the ejaculation process. I was not excited because of. I walked into this situation and I was like, I'm not racist. I can watch this scene and I'm going to come to it and it's going to be fine. And I did, but it was not fine because I did not expect that white lady to call that nice black man the N word. I, I just, I don't like it. I know if she was a white rapper and she was in the studio and she said the N word, I'd be like, it's not that bad. But dude, you're having sex with a dude and you call him that? I don't know, dude. It's too much. It was too much. It was a lot. And I have not jacked off since. I can't, what, I don't even know who this is anymore that I have attached to my body. I was like, how dare you? I was gonna, like, I didn't expect her to keep saying it. I was like, okay, she said it once, but I can't stop. If I stop, I'm gonna jizz all over myself. So like, you know what I mean? I leaned over my napkin and she was like, no, 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 no. I'm like, you what, like a machine gun? No, 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 no. I'm like, stop it, dude. And I just came all over the place. So I think I have psychological issues. Defeat and the N word. I don't know. You're laughing, but I'm stuck in this body and I have to live with these thoughts after this podcast ends. Some of these things I probably shouldn't even tell you. Um, masculine guy. I don't know why I wrote that. Are tomboys attractive? No. No, dude, we got to get into this. This isn't going to be a popular take either. Are tomboys attractive? Fuck no. We all have those friends. And that's what they are. Tomboys are friends. They're friends that we love. We love a tomboy. If a tomboy wanted to, yeah, of course. Of course. But take off my uncle's jacket before you do it because you dress like my dad. I don't, dude, we all know the person that's like, well, I'm not really a girly girl. Done. Done with done. That's a dude. Welcome, homie. Welcome to the clan. Welcome to the brotherhood. That's it. Done. Done. Any romantic interest is over. Tomboy. Hey, so I'm not really a girly girl. I kind of dress like a guy. Done, dude. Get out. Get out. I dress like a guy. Get the fuck off my block. Actually, no, no, that's not true. No, because we're still friends. We could still hang out. I just tell people that's my brother. You know what I mean? This is my friend John. She's like Brittany. I'm like it looks like my friend John. I don't know. Are tomboys attractive? No, absolutely not. Listen, I'm a guy. I like football. I like burping. I like hockey. I like baseball. I love basketball, horror movies, video games. Lifting weights is gay. If if you're over here and like if you're a girl and you're over here in shorts below the knee, Doc Martens, a flak jacket, and like a baggy shirt, your name is Harold now. I don't know what to tell you. You're now a guy, and that's fine. That's totally fine. You're a guy. A gay guy is gonna love you. Be like, I'm attracted to feminine men. Cool, I got one here. It's Brittany Johns, right? Yes. I'm the only one that finds me funny. That's why I do this. That's why I do this. But yeah, no, tomboys are not fucking attractive at all. At all. Are listen, is your job as a woman to be attractive to me? No, because there's friends, there's homies, there's acquaintances. Like there's just like we put you in different categories. I wouldn't date a tomboy because I'm, feminine energy, lady shit. That's what I'm attracted to. That's not what I enjoy doing. Let's go apple picking. Gay. Not doing that. Well, I've done that. You know, listen, you date a girl and you're really into her and she only wants to do gay things. So you're just like, all right, I'll go do this. And halfway through, you're like, I should have fucking stayed home. I should have stayed home. Like, I like being with this person, but I'm so bored. You know how many art walks I've gone? You know how many times I've pretended to like art because I've just started dating a lady and she's like, we should go to the Getty Museum in Los Angeles. So we go to the Getty Museum in Los Angeles. I've never been more bored. Never in my life. But I go because I date out of my league. And I don't know how I date out of my league because I don't shut up. I'm ugly. I don't understand, but it happens and I'm very happy about it. But you do have to do dumb shit, gay shit. Um, Masculine guys. I don't know what that's about. Is it because I don't like feminine dudes? I really hate feminine dudes. Not gay dudes. Gay dudes are fine. Listen, I'm going to say this right now. I do not dislike anyone for cultural reasons, and I do not dislike anyone for sexual reasons. That's it. It is all personality based. If you walk up to me and you're like, hi, I fucking hate your guts. Get away from me or float away. I know you didn't walk. I didn't see your feet move once. It was all your hands. Fuck you. I hate flamboyant anything. Flamboyant women, flamboyant men. Anyone that's like over the top, they sing when they talk. I went to get a pretzel. You could stick that pretzel in your ass. It bothers me so much. I can't even look at myself. I've been so hateful this entire podcast. Should we go on another break? I think we kind of should. Sydney Sweeney has good genes. Well, this is another thing that makes me upset. Okay, Sydney Sweeney is an attractive human being. And we're gonna end on this. We're gonna end on this, and I'm gonna do a little while on it. Okay. And then next week, oh my God, I have so much. Hulk and Ozzy, some of them. We talked about the N word. Sydney Sweeney has good genes. I don't find this to be in bad taste. I don't find this to be racist. I don't find her to be a Nazi. I think that she's just a stupid idiot actress that wants to make money. So she's like, sure, I'm hot. I have good genetics because I'm hot. That's what I took from this. There are people that I've talked to, and I'm not going to be situational about this. I'm just going to be all encompassing. There are people that I've talked to who are absolute retards. You are retarded if you think that this is a dog, but you're reaching so much into this concept, and I just want you to know I don't respect you and I think you're stupid. You're a dumb idiot person. She is a hot chick, and listen, it's only fat people that are like, "Yo, Sydney Sweeney." Yeah, you're fat. Nobody wants to make a commercial about you because you're fat, unless it's a diabetes commercial. Do you look like this? Take this drug and you won't anymore because that sucks. Yeah, dude, it sucks. No one is gonna put you in a commercial because you look like a hot air balloon. You look like something that floats into air with a basket below you that carries people. That's what you look like. I and there's nothing wrong with being fat as long as you don't wear crop tops because I cannot do with this fat people in crop tops anymore. What are we do? I'm sorry. I'm sorry. We're gonna get on track. We're gonna get on track here. Sydney Sweeney has good genetics. She's just a hot lady. Are her parents MAGA idiots? Sure. All MAGA sucks. All right. I'm not a MAGA person. I don't like MAGA. But if they made a commercial with a hot chick for American Eagle jeans and they're trying to sell them, maybe their selling point is stupid. Maybe they're putting a hot chick in some jeans and they're trying to sell. That's how they used to sell Victoria's Secret lingerie. Did you see any fatties in that lingerie? No. They only made it for a certain size of people. After a certain size, they sent your ass packing and went, "Hey, you're gonna have to tie a bed sheet together or something. We don't make them this big." I don't hate fat people. I have fat friends. But if I had a fat friend and they were like, "Well, I think Sydney Sweeney is racist," I'm like, "Why? Because she's attractive and you look like a bus?" No. I'd be honest with people. Be honest with people, please. You gotta be honest with people. Um, I don't know. I don't think she's racist. I don't think it's a dog whistle. I think it's a dumb advertisement. I think that we're bored. I think that people are trying to polarize you against this Epstein list. And if you stop talking about it, it goes away. If it goes away, then we have 3 more years of an administration that passed pedophilia and didn't look in any direction towards it. They didn't do anything to rectify the situation. Nobody was held accountable. We got Ghislaine Maxwell, the lady that was like trafficking the people or picking them out and going, "Oh, that kid's got nice glutes." Whatever she was doing, she's now in a minimum security prison. She's now in a country club. So what? We're not doing a good job in a society. Here's what we're demonizing homeless people, which we should just leave the fuck alone. Leave the homeless people alone. We're demonizing homeless people and we are locking up innocent Mexican people and we are letting pedophilia just, that's okay. Everyone's got to come. That's what everyone's got to come. Might as well get involved in some pedophilia. That's the message that this country has given me and I don't like it. I don't like the representation. I'm not happy about it. Do I have off-color ways of talking fucking about this? Yes, absolutely. But I think that I have a good, not a good grasp because I'm not going to pretend to be smart or knowledgeable or anything. I know what I read on the news, what the news lady tells me. God, she's wonderful. She's so great, unbiased. She feels unbiased. I feel like there might be a little bit of she doesn't like Trump very much. Her name's the news lady. She's on TikTok. But I see pictures on the internet. There's fucking a war going on in Israel. Times are weird and bad right now. And things are getting worse. That is why the podcast needs to keep going. That is why this is episode 80 something. Okay? We're going to keep doing this. We're back from break. I'm going to see you next week and it's going to be fine. I'm going to talk about all the other things I didn't talk about. I'm going to write more material. Hopefully you got some laughs. Hopefully you cringed a little bit. You got to cringe a little bit listening to the podcast. You know what I mean? It's a guy talking into the ether thinking that what he has to say is poignant and important. It's not. It's not. But hopefully it's distracting from all the horrible shit that's going on. Stop talking about other things. Press this Epstein list. I want to know who ripped those kids' butts open. Felt the insides of their insides with their wiener and oh, gross. It's disgusting. Am I making a mockery out of something that's a very serious issue? Yes, but I'm talking about it. Trying to get you guys to talk about it too. Yeah, we're done. We're done. This is another episode in the bin. Okay. There's lots of people that have been unfollowing me lately, because the 10 creators on the internet, they all do the same content. They all copy each other. They all get paid by the studios. They suck. One of them looks like an egg, and he is a pedophile. He's on the Epstein list for sure. For sure. But it's not, it's like human names, and then it says poultry, and then it's, or dairy, whatever an egg is. And it's just got a big old egg, movie egg. Uh, it's okay. You can unfollow me. I don't give a shit. If you're influenced by another person to unfollow me, that's fine. I do not give a shit. I wish you well. I hope you succeed in everything you do. I'm not I'm only petty to the 10 creators that ruin the space for everybody else. That's it. Because they're popular and they're a representation of what this community is. And I think they're a false representation. They don't even like what they do. They want money, they want clicks, they want views. They want free shit. That's not what this is about. I don't take screeners anymore. I refuse. You just don't get offered them. Go look at my email. I had to make a separate email for those shits. I don't even respond. I don't want them. I want Blue Chew. That's what I want. Blue Chew. You take Blue Chew and it'll help you get hard during a because I wouldn't be able to be hard during one of those. I'd be like, hey, how does this work? You don't want to be here. I kind of don't want to be here. I'm not going to be able to do that. Do you just rope it in? I don't know. I don't condone that. I don't condone anything that this podcast has talked about, except for if you have to unfollow, go ahead. It's fine. I don't care. I just hope that you have a good day and that you're doing okay and that your family's okay. All right. I love you guys. And for the OGs, kisses, hugs, belly rubs.